Hey there. So, if you've ever felt like learning English is just this giant, confusing challenge, well, you are in the right place. We're going to cut through all that noise and give you 8 super practical tips to put you on a clear path to fluency. Ready? Let's dive in.
Does this look familiar? That feeling of just being totally overwhelmed? It's kind of like standing at the bottom of a huge mountain, right? You're looking up, thinking, where do I even start? Trust me, I get it. And that feeling is completely normal when you're just starting out.
But here's the good news. You are definitely not alone, and it really, really doesn't have to be this complicated. So today, we're going to untangle this whole process for you. We've got a simple step-by-step guide with 8 essential tips you can start using like right now. Okay, first things first, we've got to build a solid foundation. You can think of these first couple of tips as the most important building blocks. Seriously, if you nail these, everything else is going to feel so much easier and you'll progress way faster. All right, so what's up with this number? 80%. This one's statistic, and I'm not exaggerating here. This is pretty much the secret key to unlocking conversational English way faster than you probably thought was possible. So here's what that 80% is all about. Our very first tip is to learn the top 1,000 most common words. That's it. It's basically the 80-20 rule, but for language, and it is so powerful. Why? Because just those 1,000 words make up about 80% of all daily conversations. It's like the ultimate shortcut to actually understanding what's being said around you. So what are these magic words? Well, they're the basics, the stuff you use every single day. We're talking about simple nouns for people and places, common adjectives like good or bad, those essential pronouns like I, you, she, and all those everyday expressions like hello and thank you. This is your core high-impact vocabulary right here. All right, so now you've got your basic words, your nouns, your descriptions. Now we need to add some action. And that brings us to tip number 2, mastering the 30 most important verbs. These are the words that really make your sentences move and bring the language to life. Now, the trick here is not to try and learn all of them at once. Don't do that. Break them down into smaller, manageable groups, just like you see here. You can just focus on one set at a time. Start with ask, be, become. Get comfortable with those, then move on to the next group. Before you know it, these core action words will feel like second nature. Okay, we've built our foundation. Now comes the really fun part, immersion. This is where we stop thinking about studying English and start living it. We're going to make it a natural, totally effortless part of your daily routine. And tip number 3 is a big one, active listening. Now, this isn't just, having some English music on in the background. It means you're really focusing, you're training your ear to catch the sounds, the rhythm, the whole flow of the language. This is the absolute foundation for pretty much everything else. So we go from listening with our ears to, well, listening to our own thoughts. Tip number 4 is to actually start thinking in English. I'm telling you, this is a total game changer. When you do this, you stop that slow, clunky habit of translating everything in your head. It's a huge step towards true fluency. Do you ever just feel totally exhausted at the idea of watching like a 2-hour movie in English? Yeah, I get that. So tip number 5 is your new best friend. Watch short stuff. A 5-minute news clip, a quick tutorial, it's so much less overwhelming. Plus, it's super easy to just rewind and rewatch it to make sure you catch everything. And hey, if you're looking for another really fun way to immerse yourself, let's jump to tip number 7 for a second. Listen to English music. Songs are just a fantastic learning tool. They're great for pronunciation, they introduce you to new vocabulary and even slang, and honestly, it just makes the whole thing a lot more fun. All right, so you've built that foundation. You've started immersing your mind. Now for the final and most critical phase, activation. This is where we take everything you've learned and actually start using it. Okay, let's go back to tip number 6. Now, this one might feel a little scary for a lot of people, but I'd argue it's the most important one of all. You've got to have real conversations. I mean, listening and thinking are crucial, for sure, but speaking, that's the ultimate test. It's where you put all the pieces together and start building that real, lasting confidence. And as you start speaking, you have got to remember this. It is so, so important. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every single error isn't a failure. It's just proof that you're trying and pushing yourself. Think of it like a little piece of data that shows you what to work on. So seriously, embrace the mistakes. But you might be thinking, okay, but where do I find people to talk to? Well, luckily, it is easier now than it has ever been. You can check out online language exchanges, use apps that have chat features, or even find local groups of language learners. The options are absolutely out there. And that brings us to our final tip, number 8. This one activates your skills in a totally different but just as powerful way. Write something every single day. See, writing forces you to slow down a bit. You have to really think about sentence structure and grammar, and it helps lock in everything you've learned from listening and speaking. And look, you don't have to write a novel here. The most important thing, the absolute key, is consistency. Even just 10 minutes a day makes a huge difference. You could write a short journal entry about your day, maybe draft a practice email. That small effort, done every day, it really adds up and makes a massive difference over time. So there you have it. 8 really practical tips to get you going. But you know what? All of these tips, they're all powered by one single thing, your mindset. That's the tool that's really going to carry you through this whole journey. So just remember these keys to success, okay? Try to practice every single day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Don't just accept mistakes. Welcome them. They're learning opportunities. Be consistent and be patient with yourself. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And you know what? Celebrate those small wins along the way. They matter. So, that's your roadmap. The only thing left to do now is to take that very first step. So I want you to think about all these tips we've talked about and just ask yourself one question. What's the one tip you're going to start with today?